So you have a little trouble with your physics, do you? And your theory of relativity, theory of gravity and such? You having a little trouble with that or something? Why is it that because you can't explain it, that it's logically, now, mind me, you said logically we must assume it's an outside supernatural force out of time. Why? That's exactly the point. The universe itself is so powerful in its creation and destruction. Trust me, the majority of scientists don't think the way you thought they do. That there was nothing before the Big Bang. We don't think that way at all. In fact, a lot of us are trying to postulate what was before the Big Bang. Perhaps it was cyclical. Perhaps it's happened before. And as we breathe, or our heart beats, the universe expands and contracts. Forever. It's only people who still live in the unicorn, superstitious world of gods and goddesses that have to make leaps of faith at all. Why should you need to make a leap of faith? We can explain things. And if we can't, so what? Does that assume that it's automatically there's a creator because we don't know how it works? Of course not. How could you be so ignorant? That's the point. We're trying to stop this kind of ignorant belief. You understand that? There's no... What part of creation is it? I mean, what part of his video gave credence to creation at all? What part of it? You have to answer that, because you didn't really. All you did was say, well, since I don't understand this, how this happened, then logically it's a creator. That doesn't make sense. That's not a logical leap. There's no such thing as a logical leap of faith. You understand it? It's an oxymoron. Scientists don't really take leaps of faith. We postulate, hypothesize, theorize, right? Then we experiment. And we create experiments that will, with their stimuli, prove whatever system, procedure, whatever, item, icon, whatever we're trying to prove, is done by science. Short steps. You go up the ladder, you theorize, you go, maybe there's something, blah, blah. Then you hypothesize, well, if I did this, that, and then you go about experiment. Now, just because the Big Bang Theory, I mean, even going that far, realizing, human beings, mankind, realizing that on their own, without a deity, all the history of the universe, and all of it seems to be working out the way they said. So why do you have to have a creator thing? I don't understand that. Don't you get it? The universe itself is enough of a creator to do all the creation you need. The Big Bang is just a theory, okay? There could have been a lot of stuff before the Big Bang. It could have been another universe that contracted down to that point. And we're only aware of this reality, of this universe, because we weren't around before the Bang. And Big Bang, it's a misnomer, basically. There wasn't anything in the other, and there's nothing out there in space, so there couldn't be any medium for sound to travel, therefore no bang. You understand that? So it's like a misnomer anyway. It's just a sort of an explanation, like how superstitious humans used to personify everything, you know, like Orion, all the constellations, and the whole myth, the whole Messiah myth is just a personification of the harvest ideal. The sun coming up after being gone, after days get shorter and shorter and shorter, and when they start getting longer again, that means the sun is alive again, the sun has risen, and that comes around December 25th. There's all kinds of things that made that myth what it is, but none of it is reality. You understand that? It's all just anthropomorphization and personification. So get a grip. Anyway, the video that I was answering, the first response to it's supposed to be a satire. That guy's supposed to be a satire, I guess. It was my mistake being serious, but I still stand by what I said. And you too. You think there's a creator? You believe the Bible is a real chronicle of history? And that there was a Jesus, a son of a God, and all that? Okay, then say some prayers. Why don't you pray for me to get my legs back? Okay? If I don't get them back in a week, then you have to say you're an atheist. Because it's not true. It won't work. And that's just a little thing to try. Anyway, you need to think a little longer. Pick up a physics book. Do some real reading in your science, okay? You don't assume a creation just because you don't understand the science behind it. All right? Later.